So how many are in the session called Why Aren't You More Like Me? Have any of you met some people for the very first time and there just seems to be chemistry and a connection with that person just straight away and you never knew them before? Have you ever met some individuals where the opposite occurred? Okay. How many are sitting beside that person right now? What is the number one factor that causes leaders to fail when they lead other people? This is irrefutable. Interpersonal communication skills. They are derailed by their inability or interpersonal talent, intelligence. Their knowledge of others, the ability to work with others. It's not their knowledge about payroll and CRA rules and all those things. It's how I work with you. Yes or yes?
It really opened my eyes in terms of how people have different communication styles and different personality styles, and how to communicate in terms of teams as well as one-on-one with different types of people.
When we think about developing our strengths or developing ourselves, in self-awareness is the foundation of being able to do something. If I'm not aware, if I'm not awake that my behavior is having a negative impact on the team, then what's the odds of me changing it? Slim to none, right? So can we be intentional with our behaviors to build credibility with others is the point. And be aware of that sometimes my behaviors are really eroding the credibility. And here 70% of people said that leadership really sucks. Well, maybe I can adjust that number just a little bit by being conscious of who I am.
Ken's style of leading is quite remarkable, actually. He breaks up the sessions very well. We get to know each other remarkably fast.
He's got a way that he can tap into the audience so he sees when they're engaged, when they're not engaged, to bring different groups in. It's a real talent, and being in the business for 35 years, I started when I was 10, is that I found that he's just got that skill set that you don't necessarily see all the time.
Anybody here married? Have you ever said something to the significant other partner, whatever, that maybe might be regretful? Yeah. Okay, we will do like personal interviews here at the end. Here, no. Coercive, manipulative. There's something that's unique to this group. A lot of times people think that these people want to be in control. No, they want to be in charge. It's quite a big difference. There's another group that wants to be in control. We'll get to it. They love independence. The other thing about these individuals, as they interact with you, behavioral action individuals think that you know that they think what's in their head is in your head as well. What I want you to do with your partner, you have 60 seconds for this. Ask the questions. What are the characteristics of individuals that you find easiest to work with? And what are the individuals you find the most difficult to work with in terms of characteristics, qualities? People are fast, slow, on time, not on time, those kinds of things. You have 60 seconds with your partner to have a quick discussion on these two questions. Go.
Ken's presentation style is amazing. Very vivacious, very energetic, very outgoing, very boisterous, very interactive.
He also has lots of stories and anecdotes which make for a very rich and sort of interactive day.
But this other side is you could become too critical or negative. How do I manage that? How do you give your input? How do you share your concerns without just kind of being this critical nature and nipping at individuals? Some of you relating? I know some of you are just elbowing, saying, yeah, okay, that's me, or I know this other person. This is not about judgment. It's not about right or wrong. It is simply honoring people about where they're at and the differences that we bring, because we need all of us. We need the driven person to get the goals. We need the cognitive analysis to be around details. We need the service of others. It finally describes behavior as we show up and the importance of it.